probably stick around till half. Yeah, I mean, if that doesn't make any sense for me to do half.
It's totally up to you.
I don't even know if this. There is. Oh, okay.
If I
Hey,
Boston!
get something under it.
Boston! Grab that ball, Boston!
Oh, it was all muddy up here. It was just like mud. Like sludgy mud.
Just a second. Let me check on one person real quick here.
It's a combination of temperature and humidity, and then there's a chart.
Stay here, I'll get you a penny. They're going to talk to you.
That way, if we have to correct the time, put it right on.
What up, fellas?
You know,
You want my personal opinion or would you text me?
personal opinion.
Absolutely. Because my request is you guys, I want to eat one and not two.
Okay, yep.
I mean, as hot as it is.
That's what we wanted to talk to you.
Go!
I mean, honestly, I don't know if there's a mom out here before. Hey, it's a 15-year. Hello! How's everybody doing? This is fine as frog hair, split four ways.
You guys get a ball and come here and talk to me real quick.
Is that any good?
Get out of your area. I'm so great. I got three kids playing soccer. I coach my youngest.
Another head.
Monday's my day off, so this works out great. So what's new with you? What's your boy stay on your way? Oh, is he? Speed graduate? Yep. Yeah.
Youngest he was a grad assistant, I believe. Yep.
No, sir.
Nope. Just whatever you do for them, make sure you do for them.
So you just drop it out.
Yep.
Check one.
They all find their way, don't they?
Down in San Antonio, Mexico.
Oh, gee, what a never. I just remember
Bring your
the
ball,
90s watching like NBA finals and San Antonio to do it and bring them downtown area.
Got me?
Cheers.
Got me?
Come get the
Roger. 10-4.
58440. Players, from your guys' perspective, this is an extension of the classroom. Anything you say or do out here, it's not allowed in the classroom. Probably doesn't belong out here, right? To the game, guys, just talk to me. I'm a referee that loves my players, so I'm here for you guys. So I like to talk through a lot of stuff. Other than that, it's hot out. We'll do a water break at 20. Water break at 20. Coach, the only thing I ask, your technical areas are there. Your assistant coach is an assistant referee, so they're there to help you, not me. I have an issue, it'll be yellow card to you guys. Other than that, let's just have fun, okay, guys? Great, thanks, coaches. Good luck, guys. We got heads, tails. Who's gonna call it? What's your call? Heads it is. Tails it is. What would you guys like to do? Get in there. You guys are there to kick. Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Good luck. Hey, Dave, wait 1 second. To me and back. 10 yards sprint. Ready? Go. Back. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Thank you.
We're going to line up here, Greg, numerical.
Yep, we're good. We're good. Let's go. Come on.
this time, before we get going, I just want to take a moment to recognize Dave Kenny. We're going to have him walk down. Yeah. Okay, he's going to stay right up here. So he is immediately to my left. This is Dave Kenny. He's been the announcer here at Peoria Notre Dame High School since the 1993-94 school year, and he's done the boys and girls announcing since that time. He's put in a great number of years here for the high school, and we truly appreciate everything he's done. I asked him before the game how many games he thinks he's missed over those years, and he said probably only a handful of games he's missed. And he said it was probably a couple times he told me he wasn't going to pay him, so just don't come out. Another one is he's been here, he's been a loyal member of the Peoria Notre Dame soccer program, and we want to just take a moment to recognize him for his service to the high school.
All right, welcome to Notre Dame High School. Welcome all over. Quincy, please stand for a prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. In the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. Blessings to you, God, in Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. We can maintain you, God, in the name of the Lord. And now we start Notre Dame. Goal, 0, Ethan Sparrow. Number 3, Number 9,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Peoria Notre Dame soccer season as we get going here in the fall. Seems like we were just doing this not too long ago, Danny. I'm Matt Blackford. I'm here with Danny Burke, and we're here for a pretty highly anticipated first match of the season.
Yeah, you know, it's a nice thing about the weird season last year. It's kind of a quick turnaround. We're not as rusty as we probably would have been otherwise.
No,
but
definitely.
Yeah, this is a matchup that we saw in the spring, and I think it was close game for a while. Then Quincy Notre Dame pulled away, and I think that Quincy Notre Dame's a 1A powerhouse in the state, and Peoria Notre Dame's a 2A powerhouse. So both of these teams are looking to start off their seasons well, and then hopefully they probably both think that they can end the season pretty well as well. So
yeah, it'd be a pretty cool thing to see. The first game of the year you play Quincy Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Hopefully they end up winning the state championship. We'd
Yeah.
love to be in the same boat.
Yeah.
In the 2A. But this is a big game. A huge game for us, a huge game for them. I think it kind of sets the tone for what we want to do and what they want to do throughout the season. And we battled with these guys in the spring.
Yep.
I think we're probably happy to see some of their guys graduate.
Yep.
At least, obviously
at
they
least
had
one.
the Gatorade Player of the Year is
Yeah.
Al Slew, and now we've got that kind of spring under our belt where we were trying to work out some kinks and do some things that got ourselves ready for the fall. And, you know, God willing, we're going to go ahead and play this season and get to the state finals. And
as normal as possible.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, and, you know, I was just briefly talking to Coach Reese from Quincy Notre Dame before the game, and we talked about this last spring when we saw them. You know, I think that they were probably the favorite to win a Class A state title last year, and they just didn't have the chance. There was no postseason for boys soccer, and, you know, so – and Peoria Notre Dame kind of last spring was coming in unproven. A lot of these guys hadn't really played varsity soccer heavy minutes, and now I think that, you know, both teams now are kind of excited coming off that spring season to kind of carry that over and see what they can do this fall.
Well, and I think, you know, for us, I mean, you know, obviously you hated not playing in the fall, but, you know, to take advantage of what we were able to do in the spring to kind of prep ourselves. And I know you and I talked about this in the spring as well about, hey, you know, kind of being like a, you know, college spring season where you got to work out and you got to play some games and, you know, it does nothing but help you. So
absolutely.
You know, I think our guys hopefully have learned a lot from it and, you know, are ready to come. And nice pressure there right away by Madrigal, and, you know, here we have a chance.
Yeah, and this will be
in the first minute. That's great.
Yeah, and, you know, Peoria Notre Dame has some size this year, you know, and that's one of their biggest strengths. We've had some bigger kids in the past, but never this many that are this athletic. So on set pieces like this, I think that they're going to be dangerous all year long. And, you know, to get one this early and to see what they got here against a good team is huge.
Ooh, really a good opportunity there.
Great ball in.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think across you look at these guys. I think some of these guys have grown since the spring. You know,
yeah.
You look at Graham and you look at Madrigal and Dawson. Man, these guys look big, and you know, they're hopefully, like you said, set pieces can be a big deal for us this year, which they always are at Notre Dame. I really like Jake up there, not letting him turn and making them play backwards, and, you know, that'll be very beneficial to us if we can continue to do that throughout the game.
Yeah, you know, and he's number 21 here, the left back. He's one that played a little bit in the spring, and I think he just kept working his way into, you know, earning the start here at left back for them as a senior, and you know, he's gonna earn his time out there by hustling and doing the right thing like that.
Notre Dame doing a really nice job kind of knocking it around, getting their head up, looking to see where they want to play. Dangerous there, but cleaned it up nicely.
And right now Quincy Notre Dame seems to be a little bit more direct. I know that number 11 up top, Anderson, is a stud. It'll be interesting to see kind of his role on this team. Last year he had his brother to kind of create plays, and he was a great finisher for him. Great ball in.
Oh,
yeah,
well done. Well done.
You know, and that's another thing. We didn't see Madrigal in the spring.
Nope.
He's a basketball player, and he was kind of coming off a basketball season and just wasn't ready, I don't think, to commit to soccer in the spring. And but he's back this year, and he's an athlete that gives them a little bit different dimension up top. So
Mora really did a nice job keeping his shape out there, staying wide and getting in on that head ball.
Yeah, it was a great ball, and Zamora was in great position. And, you know, a lot of times on that ball, you're going to finish that shot more times than not. So
he's a kid I think really benefited from the spring.
Yeah.
You know,
oh yeah.
He played a lot of minutes, and, you know, they really kind of pressed on him a lot to play harder out wide.
Yep.
And, you know, knowing that we were going to need him there in this fall, and, you know, hopefully that's going to do us well and do for him well.
Yeah, you know, he was one that we kind of joked almost every game he was like getting better. Like he would do a little bit more every game, or he'd get in hard for a couple more tackles. It was almost like he was playing himself into confidence as the spring went on. So,
and I know Coach Driscoll was on him pretty hard all spring, and, you know, I mean, obviously it's just tough love, and we want to see him get better. But so, you know, we see that, hey, this kid can be great, and we're going to make him great. You know, at Notre Dame. So
yeah,
you know, I'm really excited to see what the fall brings for him, and, you know, obviously Gutzweiler looks really sharp already. You know, just knocking the ball around, holding possession, not giving it away, playing high pressure when he needs to, just kind of being that guy out there that's kind of running the show right now.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to be looking for him, you know, playmaker and create a lot of opportunities. And, you know, last spring they kind of were looking for goal scorers, and they'll be looking for the same thing now this year. But a really nice job by Jack Ray. A good run into the box by Jack, too. He's
great
there.
Ball. That's a great driven
Great
ball.
recovery by that center back. That's 25, number 25, Zanger, Logan Zanger. He was beat. Ray made a nice run right past him, and he really hustled and covered some ground there in the last 10 yards to stop him from getting a good scoring chance. But here's another set piece.
Yeah, another kid, Scotty Anderson, made a nice play back there to kind of win possession for us, and then just kept that possession and kept us going forward. See if we can get on into this.
Nice
another
ball
one.
in.
Another guy rises up here.
Yep.
That looked like Dawson.
Yep. And again, he's big body, and he, kind of has a knack for going to find the ball as a center back. So they bring these two center backs up into the box for those set pieces, and they got, like we said, some size, but also really good athletes.
It's not very often that you see 2 6'3" guys, a 6'1" guy out there, but Notre Dame's got those right now.
Yep, and like I said, every once in a while you get like 1 or 2 of them. This year they have like 3 or 4 or 5 of them, and they're not just big, slow bodies. They're all big, athletic kids. And
haven't really seen with PND how they want to play. I mean, they looked a little direct to start with, but now they look like they're trying to possess a little bit. I think that the pressure that Notre Dame's putting on their backs has kind of hampered them as to what they want to do right now.
And again, Quincy Notre Dame's probably really trying to figure their identity out too, with losing a couple key guys, offensively and defensively. So it'll probably take some time for them to kind of figure out what they want to do. And I know both of these teams play games in the summer, and they obviously train a lot, so they probably have a pretty good idea, but sometimes you don't learn certain things till you get in live competition against good teams. Nice job by Ben Jacob.
Yeah, I think Ben needs to continue to take that ball forward there.
Yep.
Coaches are on guts a little bit about getting rid of the ball a little quicker here.
There's Anderson making a run. Nice job by Graham. It was kind of the first time Quincy Notre Dame got into the box there, and you could see Anderson out there on the wide left making a run, and he's going to be dangerous. That's Tanner Anderson. Like I think his brother last year was Seth, and Seth kind of did a lot of the playmaking. But Tanner's obviously a pretty good size athlete as well, and
he can score.
Yeah, he can. Yeah,
Seth set him up a lot last year that we saw, and but yeah, he can definitely score. And it looks like they're going to leave those guys high, and try to target them. And
and this
they got that little attacking midfielder that kind of runs in off of it as well.
Yeah, and they do a good job. He organizes them well, and they play their system really well.
You can see they've always got 3 kind of tracking forward to try to win balls. He's not small in the back either. Right?
Nope. They seem to always have some big kids back there.
Come on, Ben! Come on, Ben!
I remember last year we kind of joked about it too, because you see their soccer kids, and this school that's that size, you say, man, like these kids will look good in a football uniform, and then you see their football team, and they're big too. So
these kids here could fill out some pads. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Foul back
I think we're coming back for a foul. And they were really dangerous in the spring on set pieces. Good balls in the box, good size in the box. So our defense really has to kind of stay focused here, stay on their man, go find the ball. It's another thing with having some size. You can score goals offensively with it, but you better be pretty stingy defensively too, because there's no excuse for not going to win the balls in the air now.
We should win everything back here.
Yeah.
And great win there by Dawson, rose up above everybody.
Oh, nice move on the outside.
You can hear
Misplayed
QND's
it.
begging for balls to be
Yep.
thrown in the
Yep.
mix here. So, I mean, that's kind of what they want to do. You know, they got some big bodies as well, and guys that can finish with their head and finish with their volley. And, you know, they're going to want to throw balls at us, and just like we want to throw balls at them in the mix. Going to be kind of the whose will is greater here at this point.
Yeah. You know, and we kind of had the run of the play the first couple minutes, and now Quincy Notre Dame's kind of kept it on this end the last few minutes, and you know, it'll be interesting. Obviously, it's a little bit warm. It's not an evening game. Sun's still out, still pretty hot and humid. So
it's warm today.
You know, conditioning will come into play a little bit. Kind of get to see who's fit and come up with some substitution patterns that maybe you didn't foresee having to do and stuff like that.
Who's fit and who needs to get fit, right?
Yeah, there's only 2 ways to go, right? That's going to be over the top. Jack Ray running onto it. Nice play by the center back.
Yeah. Very calm, very composed, you know, just able to use his head to get it back to his keeper. Well done there.
Come on, Lloyd.
Pretty
There's the
direct here.
dangerous
That's a good
ball. Those are the balls that are going to be dangerous. If the center backs, goalkeeper aren't communicating on those, Anderson he'll sneak in behind you. And like you said, if he sneaks in behind, he's dangerous scoring goals.
Linesman. Am I good here too? Come on, huh? All right, just asking.
Good pressure by Zamora. Nice job turning him over. Coming out here. Good hustle by Zamora there, just kind of putting him under pressure. Didn't make it easy to clear. Kind of forced the turnover. Unfortunately, it was called for dangerous play, but just a little extra work up there just to make it so it's not as easy to clear the ball for the back. Nice read.
Nice. Well done by Gutzweiler there. Nice. See if we can get some service here.
Yeah, good run by Zamora.
Nice recovery by QND to get numbers back in the box, though, to not really take away those lanes that we were trying to get into and pass. Another good ball.
Oh, nice ball in. Great run.
There.
Yep. Really
Good.
nice job. Again, that's what I think they're going to want Gutzweiler to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I know he plays really unselfish. Every once in a while, he's going to have to go towards goal and look to score. But he gets the ball like that, he has to, in the final third, has to kind of create something and make something happen for them to be successful.
Well, and the thing I liked about that ball was it had a chance for two people.
Oh, great ball.
You know, I
yeah.
mean, somebody had a chance to head it, and somebody else had a chance to volley it, and you know, that's what we need out of our guys. But
Yep.
getting your head up and seeing where the ball needs to be played.
Tough ball there, center back. Probably would have liked him just to kind of clear that forward, but
Well,
you could see what he was trying to do.
I think QND has done a nice job, though. They got out quick. They got numbers forward. They compressed space right away, and you know it's hard. You know, it's hard to switch the point of attack when somebody gets out fast and compresses that space. See if they're direct here. He's checking back, winning it. Yeah, you can see they kind of wanted their right back to kind of run into the play there, and he just sat back there. You know, so you got to make a decision to go or not. But you could tell they want to use him.
Nice job by Madrigal.
Keep going that way, guys.
And McIntyre hasn't really gotten the ball in his foot too much there, number 6. Holding mid, he's had a really good spring as well, so good idea there by Anderson, playing in the box. Yep. Yeah, you can hear the QND coach is yelling to go quick because they see Notre Dame Peoria Notre Dame getting up a little bit into the attack, and they have such speed up top that they're trying to get them to go quick and just catch them on the counter.
Yeah, I mean, they do a nice job of kind of, you know, looking like it's a 4-4-2, but then it really morphs pretty quickly to a 4-3-3.
Yep, real quick.
And
got subs coming in. Looks like Dylan Stickelmeyer and 15 Bonham for Notre Dame, pure Notre Dame, giving Liebert and Zamora a break.
Kill the clock for a sec. Got a flag issue. You got it? Flag fell apart on him, so.
equipment malfunction.
referee malfunction.
Unlucky there.
Yep. So far, Pure Notre Dame's done a really good job just kind of making sure one of their center backs always has a in the back here of Anderson and not making things a little bit difficult for him. He still plays a great ball in there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just kind of shows how dangerous he is. They're on him every time, and he just needs a little bit of space, and he's going to make things happen for Quincy Notre Dame.
Good pump by Bear. Yeah,
Here they go. Yep.
They want to play. They want to get the ball.
Yeah, and the
ball on their
17
feet,
kid. I think he's only a sophomore, but he's got some pace up top too, out wide.
Good sized kid too.
Yeah, nice move there. Oh, kind of unlucky there by Quincy Notre Dame. Great move going in line and just kind of got off balance. Didn't get a clean ball across, but he definitely made a nice move to get past Graham.
Yeah, that was a little too easy, I think, for them, and we got to be a little
Nice
more,
touch.
a little more tight, not
Yeah,
not
right.
lunge. You know, keep them in front of us.
In the middle. Get tight. Johnny 15. Over Q, Logan. Switch him off.
A little heavy, you know,
Yep.
too many touches on the ball there, and you know, by the time you decide to pass it, they've got the
Yep.
numbers back, and that's hard. We got to play quick, and you know, I feel like we've been a little magnetized to one side so
Yep.
when the ball gets
Yep.
there, you know. But we were successful doing that early on. But you know, they've made their adjustments, and now we've got to adjust offensively how we're going to attack it.
Oh, nice
There you-
job.
nice little 1-2
Good run by
here.
Gutzweiler.
Nice little touch.
Through to Ray. Nice,
Nice.
play by number 20 there by Quincy Notre Dame. Good
I'll
recovery.
tell you what, they get back and recover
Yeah.
quick. You know, you think you're open, but you're not. I mean, they get back in behind the ball.
Big ball up top. Looking for Anderson. Nice job by Graham.
PND does a nice job of having that kind of seven defenders in behind us when
Oh.
you'd think they wouldn't have them there, but
Yep.
they do.
Well, like you said, they do a really good job. It kind of looks like you got some space, but they recover and close that space really quickly
Yep.
just by hustling, and kind of the next guy kind of fills that lane. And, you know, so even when you think you're in behind, you really don't have much time because they're flying behind you to kind of cover for each other, which is, you know, it's just a well-coached team. Maybe a little too much there by Can. Number 17, just kind of the wrong time to try to beat two guys, but
Well done by Ray there. Yeah, I like this. That's more Notre Dame there. Switch
Yep.
to the point of attack right away. It opens everything up. You know.
oh,
hoping to
good
get a
run
little
by
service
Anderson.
here.
Great run in
Good
line
ball.
by Stickelmeyer.
You really need to see somebody kind of.
Okay. So right now we're kind of operating, I think, without camera. You may be able to hear us on the stream.
like
The
a
game
ra-
is
we'll
game's
go-
still going on. It's not dark.
We're gonna go radio mode.
So you kind of just like you're on. We're on the radio. We have faces for radio anyway, so we're be all set.
And Notre Dame's got to throw in on the far side here. Gutzweiler collects it in the corner. looking to make a quick, strong move and gets away. It looks like we got a foul here. Well done by Gutzweiler to kind of get by those two guys, and they brought him down. Notre Dame will have a set piece here from about 10 yards off the corner, so we'll probably run a corner kick here as their big bodies come forward. Gutzweiler's on it now. A service to the middle and brought down by QND. Not much of an effort by Notre Dame to go try to win that ball there. And QND's going to break out here as the ball comes out to the right flank. There's a lot of space here as they dribble forward. Notre Dame's got 4 guys back behind the ball, and now we got more coming with us. Ball driven into the middle by QND and cleared out of there by Graham.
Come on, Johnny, talk to him. Help him here.
Struggle for it here. Madrigal's able to bring it down, and we're gonna call a
handball coming back in.
Madrigal. Did not see that.
We about halfway through the first half here, so we got about 20 minutes to go in the first half. Been a good back and forth game so far between Quincy Notre Dame, Peoria Notre Dame. Quincy Notre Dame's gonna have a free kick just on their offensive side of midfield here.
Looks like they're going to try to drive a ball into the box.
Yeah, interesting. They only got 4 guys up there.
Yeah,
but
4 guys in the back, 7 kind of.
I'm gonna guess
got a couple running that are coming late.
Might want to pay attention to number 11. Good ball into the box.
Ball to the near post. Oof,
right
and it
past
lands
everybody.
right there, and I'll tell you what, that was dangerous.
Confusing.
We need to have on that ball.
Couple bodies in the way there.
QND with a short corner. The ball's played already. Dribbling in now, service to the back post, over the top of everybody, and it looks like it's going to run out of bounds for an Irish throw.
Yeah, so it was interesting. They only put 4 guys at the 18 and just kind of had them run towards the goal, and the ball bounced a couple times, a couple bodies running in front of Bear, the goalie there, and just kind of a confusing situation. Looks like we're going to have a half of the half water break here. Again, it's a little bit warm and first game of the season, so they're going to give everybody a chance to just hydrate a little bit, get a quick little break, and we saw this a little bit in the spring as well. And like I said, there's about 19 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the first half, 0-0. We understand that there is no camera right now, but I think they're working on that. And been a good back and forth game. And I think one thing I was thinking is a lot of times, and you see this in like college football, right? Your first couple games are kind of cupcake games, just to kind of get things going. And the other side of that is to play a pretty good game right away, so then you can kind of figure some things out about yourself early. And both of these teams, they probably doesn't do them any good to go beat teams 8-0. They're not going to learn too much on those games, so they're going to learn more in this game, win or lose. That starts off their season and lets them go forward with at least a better idea in mind of what they need to do and what they're trying to do, and whether or not what they're trying to do is going to work. So
yeah, I think it's smart. I think it gives you a gauge of kind of where you're at and what you need to do. And like you said, win or lose, it doesn't matter at this point. You just want to learn. You want to get better.
Yeah.
You want your kids to be pressed to the point that they want to be better. There's not much. You don't get much out of scheduling a powder puff game in soccer.
No, but it's. And the football team plays Metamora this week. That's going to be a good game, week 1 for both teams, as opposed to scheduling a non-conference game against somebody that you're going to go beat by 40.
Right.
You're not going to really learn, and I think that there's just 2 sides to think of that, and I think that programs like this are thinking as far as production towards the postseason. So.
For me, it's like a 10-time timeout.
It looks like we're getting ready to get back out here.
Yeah, that's like this. That's why I walked out. That's why I walked out there. I go, can I do this?
Yeah, I see that. If there's did you warn the?
Let's go.
Coach Bear is very much interested in using this as a timeout, which
Yeah.
you don't get in soccer. So
Yeah, you might as well,
might
right?
as well get in there and get some adjustments made.
Get the kids some water, but also, like you said, you don't have timeouts. You don't get kids coming off the field after every play or anything like that. So you have to kind of get your words in when you can. And if they're going to give you these short opportunities, you know, you know how it is as a coach. You're going to go till the referee tells you to get out there, and maybe even 5 seconds after that. But we're going to get back into action. 19:25 to go, 0-0. Peoria Notre Dame versus Quincy Notre Dame. Throw in for Peoria Notre Dame down their right side.
And then Notre Dame pops out to, looks like Graham, and ball's hit out of bounds, so it'll be a QND throw. QND's going to throw backwards. And they bring the ball all the way back to their goalkeeper, who's bringing it around the backside.
Oh,
man, almost gave it away.
Good
there,
hustle.
But I think it went off it goes off of Notre Dame and out of bounds for a deep throw for QND.
Yeah, good hustle there by Jack Ray and Madrigal, just putting their backs under pressure, not making it easy, and forcing them to take a deep throw in.
QND's got playing some tight space, and they just try to bang it out, and they're able to find Pete and possess, and Notre Dame's they're able to get out, and now they got a direct ball.
Yep. Anderson's coming
Anderson's
going to
run onto this. And nice play
good
there
job.
by
nice work
by Dawson to kind of get over there in front of him and let that ball roll over the touchline for a Notre Dame goal kick. So, yeah. But nice job by QND playing in some really tight space there to get the ball out of the back.
And the thing, the thing that I think Quincy Notre Dame's trying to do is create a little bit of space in the back so that they can play those direct balls up top. And if Peoria Notre Dame keeps putting them under, they're going to have to continue to find their way out of those tight spaces just to create the room that they're looking for. So, good job there by Anderson. And did a switch here. They moved Anderson over to this left side, and then Jacob over to the right.
And it looks like we have, is it Arellano that just came in for Notre Dame? And,
yeah,
he did a nice job of just kind of holding on to the ball there and getting it back to Madrigal, who was able to bring it back around the back, and Notre Dame still has possession. And still has possession in the back. Oh, we're back.
I think we're back. I think we got camera. You might be seeing things. Hopefully you're not seeing us. But kind of had a mechanical issue. But we have 17 minutes to go here in the first half. Still 0-0, so if you're getting back into it, Peoria Notre Dame in the dark home kits. Quincy Notre Dame in the white away kits.
Really not a bad ball there by McIntyre.
Nope.
He really just kind of put a nice ball to the corner. I don't think we were expecting that. That's really not things we do a lot, but really a well-placed ball that if we, had kind of decided to run onto it, I think we're doing. But it's hot and not really the way we want to play in a night like tonight.
No, and everybody's going to have to, it's early in the season, so you're still getting fit, and even if you're fit, you still aren't as fit as you probably are used to being, and the heat plays a role, and, so you're going to have to, it's different, right? It's different than training, different than just practicing. It's
Stickelmeyer there with a nice win.
Yeah, great move.
And just winning a corner here for us. Got around his guy. QND made a nice saving tackle to kind of knock it out of bounds, but we were about to get service there. Let's see if we can get on the end of some here.
Yeah, we talked. Peoria Notre Dame's got some good size now, and, they have to take advantage of that, right? They're going to have to be dangerous on these set plays. That one doesn't get over the first defender, and now they're going to have a good break here.
No depth there.
Great hustle by Bonham just to kind of get in the way, and then good cover by Scott Anderson there. Nice job by Peoria Notre Dame, because that's where Quincy's dangerous. They're running at you with pace. They got Anderson waiting up top, just ready to pounce on any ball that gets loose. And
yeah, that was a good counter there by them.
Yeah, yep.
But we did a nice job to counter the counter, so to speak.
Yeah, but again, like we were saying, the ball by guts didn't get over the first guy there, and he may not be used to playing with kids that where you have size and you just kind of hard line drives up in the air and let him go find it. And that's something that they're going to adjust to as the game and the season goes along. Oh, right over the foot at Graham. Good hustle.
They like that ball. They like to play that ball like on the I don't even want to call it the channel. It's like right before the channel, the true channel would start. It's kind of like that in-betweener that finds that space in between our backs.
It's almost like they're playing it to the center back's foot, like making him make a reaching play to see if he gets it.
Running in front of him and hoping to win possession there, and they've been kind of successful at it, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a dangerous ball, and now they're good in set plays here. Oh, dangerous ball to the far
Oh,
post.
and it's knocked off the line there.
Man, good win on the far
Look,
post.
Sticklemeyer, I don't think he really saw it.
I think it hit
but
the back
came,
of him,
he
back of his
kind
foot.
of jumped, and when he came down, it hit off the back of his legs. Wow. Fortunate for Notre Dame, unfortunate for QND. But, you know, we've got to do a better job of marking their guys.
Yeah, I mean that was a great ball, but he was wide open on that far post. Looks like they're gonna bring in a righty in swinger here.
A lot of numbers in there. A lot of numbers right inside
right.
the 6. That's hectic for the goalkeeper.
Yep. And they got it. Yep. Great ball in.
Yep.
You know, and again, it's dangerous. There's so many bodies in there. You don't really know who's going where, and QND has an idea, right? And they're sending all the bodies there, but then their guy Tanner Anderson kind of backs up and goes a little bit farther post, and you know that's a dangerous ball, and that's for a defense and for a goalkeeper. Great finish by Anderson.
I've often said that those are the most dangerous set pieces on corner kicks is when you put a bunch of bodies in the 6.
Yeah.
No sense running, making these long runs to it. Just put some bodies in there and make it chaotic, and that's really what.
Well, and I'd have to watch that back, but it almost looked like they used all the bodies to make it chaotic, and then let Anderson kind of run around and go find it.
Yep.
Because it's not just the offensive guys; it's the defensive guys' bodies too. Because you can't just leave 5 offensive guys standing in front of your goalkeeper.
You don't know what happens then, you know. See how Notre Dame reacts to this. You know, you're down 1-0. I think we saw this before in the spring, and
yep.
You know. I think Magical's not real happy with that call there, but I'm going to tend to agree with him. I felt like that ball was off of them.
Yeah, I kind of, you know. Yeah.
But, you know, down a goal here, kind of frustrated.
Yeah, that's the thing.
On,
you can't let it frustrate you. There's a nice ball in.
I feel like they've done it. I feel like QND's done a nice job since the break of just kind of making sure that our mid can't play with space, and you know it's causing us to dump some balls maybe into some space. They're good balls into space, but we're not necessarily wanting to run into that space right now. We'd rather play to feed. So we've got to play our game, play our style, and not let them kind of impose that on us right now.
Yeah, and you know that's a team like this. They want you to try to play direct. They'll almost give you those channels to make you try to play their game because the back and forth is going to favor them with the clientele that they have up top. So kind of tricking you into kind of, hey, there's space there, even though it maybe it's not the best thing for you to try to play into that space. Oh, nice ball by Dawson. He's going to skip out.
Felt like Liebert did a nice job there in that little build-up right before this to kind of win possession, hold the guy off, and then get a ball into a penetrating spot for us. So we're going to need to see more of that from him there in that midfield spot. And Getzweiler, I don't know if he's tired right now, but I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to kind of show up here as we progress throughout this game.
Yeah, and got some more subs coming in. Ryland Fisher, a freshman from Quincy, Notre Dame, and it looked like Zamora's back in for Peoria, Notre Dame, and both teams have used their bench quite a bit so far this game. And again, it's the center mid position is difficult to play, but usually that's where you're putting some important players, and they're gonna have to work for you even when they get tired. You gotta keep working. You gotta keep moving the ball. And nice win by Jacob. Great touch by Sticklemeyer.
QND always seems to get service off. Even when they get in tight space, they find a way to kind of get out of it and then get balls thrown in the mix. We've got to keep them from that service.
Oh, nice job by Liebert.
Yeah, Liebert did a nice job of reading that and getting the ball to Zamore. Tell you what, you get the ball in the midfield here. There's 2 or 3 guys around
Yep.
you with white jerseys. I mean, they're not afraid to come get in heavy and back seal. And I mean, right here, I mean, boom, can't turn. You know, we've got to play quicker, got to take less touches on the ball and move it. They're not. I mean, they're playing high pressure in their offensive third.
Yeah, they're making it difficult, and you know, again, our midfield, they're good. They move the ball well, but they're probably not used to being under this type of pressure in moving the ball. I mean, even in training against your own guys,
You can't. Yeah,
you can't emulate that.
Yep,
And
yeah,
Quincy Notre Dame they do such a good job of putting you under pressure constantly that you never really have the breathing room to play the easy ball. You got to just keep it working.
No, that's why we schedule it.
Yep, absolutely.
And Notre Dame, we've got to look to switch that point of attack there. When they've got us almost pinned on that side.
Good job by Bonham to kind of back seal
Really
there.
nice job there. Ouch. Got to get up, guys. Got to get up, get numbers up.
Yeah, playing it all the way back to their keeper. Play it to their center back, and again, this is where they like to do. You put them under pressure a little bit, they will turn it over sometimes. And
Johnny, you gotta win. No foul, no foul, no foul.
Enrique trying to make a little run there and unable to kind of get a turn.
Good tackle.
Comes back and force him to take a deep throw in. Nice step by Bonham. Right back to Enrique. Trying to get down the left side here. Going to earn a throw in.
They're just daring you to take that ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They just want us to come into that space. We
Yep.
got to get it out of there, get it across the field. You know, find a way to back it up a little bit, get to the midfield, and see if we can't get the ball served to the other side. But you know,
Good turn by Guts.
That's where we've had our chances. Our one-on-one chances have been because balls have again switched to point of attack, and then we got good service to
Yep.
the back post.
Good turn again by Guts. Trying to make it in. Got Bonham on the weak side there. Oh. Couldn't find him. Liber playing around again on that right side. Nice little flick by Sticklemeyer. He's going to earn another throw in for Notre Dame. Peoria Notre Dame, sorry. Mass substitution here for, looks like Madrigal back in. McIntyre and Mattarelli, I think, right? Freshman.
Max
Gonna
Mattarelli coming in.
Play outside back there. Got good minutes there by Dylan Sticklemeyer. Ben Jacob played really well. And Andrew Bonham, good minutes as well. So, again, Notre Dame a little bit more depth right now than what they had in the spring. And, you know, I think that as the season goes, he's going to figure out a rotation there. And he's got some guys that he can play with and that, you know, can make things happen and fill good roles. McIntyre McIntyre tried a professional foul there and couldn't get it. Tanner Anderson's too strong and going to come back the other way. The referee let it play on, and now we're coming back. I think he's going to be offsides.
Yep.
Quincy Notre Dame coach asked for a yellow card, so he's going to get that.
I don't even think he was going to.
It's going to be on McIntyre for trying to foul him. They gave the play on. Not really sure. Thankful reminder by the Quincy Notre Dame coach that the referee needed to go back and give that card. But Bonham right back into action as McIntyre got the, again, a professional foul. Probably would have been a yellow. I don't know if he was actually able to foul him.
Easily manipulated.
Anderson was too strong, too fast.
He got a head of steam going. Forget about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball up top, right back to Tanner Anderson. He's looking to turn. Nice job by Bonham again. Up top. Oh, he's got Madrigal. Couldn't see him. Great run by Madrigal over on that left side. Just kind of had his back to him, I think, and couldn't find him.
Yeah, this is when Notre Dame is more effective. You know, we are so much more efficient when we play 1 and 2
Yeah,
touch.
yep.
You know,
Yeah,
we don't
we're way
hold on to,
better.
especially against a team like this. You
Yep.
cannot hold on to the ball. You know, playing 1 and 2 touch, a little dangerous ball there, but you know, First touch as a freshman. Not too shabby, but
Don't let him turn. Yeah,
better.
make him play backwards. Looking for a cutting run. Nice play by Liebert. Just kind of coming back on it. Good turn
Nice
by
turn.
Zamora. Really nice job defensively there by Peoria Notre Dame, trying to clear their half. And maybe a little too much by Zamora there, but
yeah, I'm telling you, if you hold on to the ball, it just gives them so they're so disciplined to come back and get behind it that when you hold on to it, they're just like, that's fine, hold on to it.
Yeah.
We're going to get behind you.
and
If
they
we
just
can play quick.
they come at pace.
Just the work rate they have to get guys behind the ball into double and back seal is tremendous. Now, let's see if they can do it for 80 minutes, but they're showing us they've done a nice tackle there.
God, great tackle. Bonham's a couple times, really nice job getting in hard.
He's not afraid to mix it up. I
No.
like him.
He played a little bit, started last year. I was an outside back, and then I don't know if he got an injury or what it was, but towards the end of the year he was unavailable. And, he's back this year and going to play a good role. Nice touch there by Mattarelli. Getting his first varsity soccer action.
Yeah, the coaches are getting on him about moving the ball, and it's a tough thing to do to dribble
he's
against
gonna
3
get a
people.
foul.
But we'll get a foul
Yeah.
here. See if we can't.
And that's where Enrique's tricky, right? They're telling him to get off his foot, but then every so often he makes that dangerous run just because he plows through everybody. They tried to go early.
Man, they played quick, and QB was sleeping. And
good idea.
Almost got one in on him.
Great minutes here by number 16. I don't know if he's a freshman or a sophomore. Pure Notre Dame guy. A freshman or a sophomore? 16? 16? Yeah, sophomore. Yeah, I was going to say really good minutes by him.
Arellano.
Playing up top.
Yeah, he played hard.
Yeah, and he had
Not afraid to mix it up.
that header there sitting on the inside the PK spot. Oh, nice back heel.
There.
Trying to get it wide here to Madrigal. Right back to
There you go. Have a
Liebert.
hit. Have a hit.
Dangerous. Oh,
Good idea. Good idea.
It's not a bad hit.
Well done. And then we played quick. We were playing 1 touch, 2 touch, and we're getting chances. This is what we have to do to be better on the ball and to be better and quicker to break them down.
And I mean, kind of knowing him a little bit, but also hearing what they've been saying here, I'm sure Coach Barrett at halftime is going to be reminding them what kind of style he would like them to play, and not only that, but what kind of style is going to help them be more effective. Yeah. And the second half, they're going to come out and probably try to knock the ball around, play quicker, get Quincy Notre Dame moving a little bit more defensively, chasing the ball and not just getting in a track meet with them. Good job here, getting it wide.
Keep it going that way.
Yeah, oh, nice play.
Good idea. I think we get that. We can make that one more pass to the middle. I think we can get the ball the other side, and we're going to be pretty effective. But they do a good job of they really pin us to one side. They're just saying, you want to be on that flank, we're going to keep you on that flank and not let you go across. We've got to be able to beat it.
Oh, nice ball in there to Anderson.
We've got to keep him where he is.
Great job by Mattarelli. Going to give him a corner. And again, this is where they scored. They're dangerous. He's going to have something that, he's going to have some sort of set play that's going to be really dangerous here.
They're bringing their 2 backs up. Big, strong bodies are coming into the mix and dropping back some midfielders.
Yeah, they have some big, strong bodies in general. I mean, their backs are big, but, obviously Anderson is, he's listed at 6'1". He's a big kid. Number 12, number 10 are both just well-built kids. And they have some pace to them. So
4 guys in the 6.
Yeah, again, this is interesting to see what they do. They got Anderson hanging out.
He kind of hangs. I think we got a foul here.
And he's trying to play a ball in swinger basically into the far post. Referee stoppage to remind them that they can't foul.
If they foul them, then you call the foul.
Yeah.
This isn't a U9 game.
Here it goes again. Again, probably looking for Anderson. Yep, far post. Good job by Madrigal, just hanging.
Oh, we got to have a better job.
Right back
that.
in. Good job there to hang it out. Oh, yep.
That ball just finds that kid's
Too many
foot.
times. Yeah, you can't let a kid like that get the ball into the box off 2 or 3 attempts there. And again, you could see what they're doing. They did the same thing on their first goal, far post to Anderson while they keep the goalie from being able to move. And Peoria Notre Dame was able to win the initial ball, just couldn't get clearance and kind of ping around a little bit and just kind of Bagnet to Tanner Anderson's foot. And
You know, you got to have that urgency when you're defending, you know, especially set pieces. You know, you've got to have a little bit of,
Yep.
you know, aggressive wildness to you that you're going to go win that ball and you're going to clear it and get it to at least midfield.
Yep.
And if you don't, bad things are going to happen.
Absolutely.
And I just don't feel like we've had that urgency to defend tonight. You know, I don't know if we're intimidated by their size. I don't know why we would be.
Yeah.
But
we definitely shouldn't be.
I feel like we're a little timid in terms of just bodying up and getting guys out of there, because that's the attitude you're going to need if you want to make a late run at the state tournament. You're going to have to defend, and you're going to have to make sure that nobody can get in on you. So we got to learn that lesson. And I think, you know, knowing Coach Bear, that they're definitely going to see that, and they're going to go over that tomorrow. And you know, we're not going to give up many more set piece goals. I would anticipate as the year progresses.
Well, and you know, I mean, from all the years that you coached, not to call you old, but
old.
It's, you know, it's different when you are doing it in the preseason and your starters go in every ball, or your keeper wins every ball, and then you start to see in live action that against other teams that are also going for the ball and are just as athletic, that doesn't always work. So then you have to change kind of the urgency back there, like you said, and then honestly, to me, it's an easy fix, right? Go win the ball.
Right.
Just don't let them win it. And, you know, and that's push come to shove in playoff soccer. That's going to win or it's going to lose you games. It can win you games, obviously, as well, but it'll certainly lose them for you.
About 20 seconds to go here in the half, and I would say that the urgency for us has not really been there,
Nope.
both offensively and defensively.
And under 10 seconds, I'm going to get one last ball in here.
Doesn't look like we're going to get it. That'll be the last play of the half there.
So 2-0, Quincy Notre Dame leads both goals. First one direct off a corner, second one off a corner situation that Pure Notre Dame was unable to clear the box, and Quincy Notre Dame had maybe like a third attempt. Both goals by number 11, Tanner Anderson, who's, you know, kind of picking up where he left off last year. He's one of the best players in the state, and obviously knows how to score goals. And other than that, honestly, pretty back and forth, pretty good, even game. And
I think early on, Peoria Notre Dame had some good chances, and you know, as the half kind of ran down, QND had some good chances as well. And you know, we're going to see us. You know, we're going to have to come out and compete in the second half and try to equalize this match and see what happens. But you know, we definitely got to make some adjustments at halftime. We got to get it more aggressive. We got to have some urgency to get it forward. We also have some urgency to defend, primarily.
Yep, absolutely. And we'll be back in about 5, 6, 7 minutes here. 10-minute halftime break, and then we'll see you guys soon.
To make it most like home, so they don't feel like they're in this, you know, kennel environment. We just try to make them feel comfortable here.
So Meadowbrook is fantastic because we offer a puppy class, which is absolutely great for new puppies that come to us. And it also allows them to play with puppies. So this is a great time for puppies who may not get a chance to be around other puppies to just kind of get to play and have that socialization, which is very, very important to them becoming good adult dogs.
At Meadowbrook Veterinary Clinic, we have 8 separate outdoor areas where dogs can go out and have potty time. We also have a small dog area that has a separate outdoor area for our small dogs and VIP dogs to go out. We typically let dogs out about 4 to 5 times a day. They have about 15-20 minutes to play. There's a lot of one-on-one interaction from the kennel staff.
One of our big philosophies here is providing a stress-free and fun environment for all of our animals that we are taking care of, whether that's daycare, boarding, or grooming.
We do know how difficult it is to trust someone with your animals, especially whether it's a long stay, just overnight. That's just something that you're worried about. But we take all concerns internally, we listen, we go step by step with the care that you want to provide your dog and what you would want us to provide that care. So we just I think that's the greatest thing that we do, is that we honestly listen to what the owners are expecting and what they're wanting, and we try to coordinate that care and do it back here in the kennel as well.
Jeez. All right. Thanks, Coach.
Welcome back, guys. Here we are again, second half starting here in the Battle of Our Lady. Hopefully we see some adjustments here from Notre Dame. Coach Burke and I kind of listened in a little bit to the halftime adjustments by Notre Dame. I don't know if there was so much more of as adjustments of just pretty much challenging some manhood to come out and play a little harder, I think, and realize that, hey, we're a pretty good side, and we're probably a lot of times a better side, and we just got to be willing to do some things like defending and being urgent.
Yeah, and it's frustration, right? And especially when you're giving up goals that you probably shouldn't be giving up, just because you're not doing simple things, and nothing will drive a coach more nuts, no matter what the sport is, when your team's just not doing the simple things. And simple things are easy unless you complicate them. But again, we talked about it. That's why this game's really good. I mean, instead of being up 8-0 at halftime for your first couple games, and then you find this out week 2 or 3, you're finding out a lot about yourself, both teams right now, in week 1, day 1, and you can build off of it, and you're going to get better if you do it right, and you're going to get better every half, you're going to get better every game. So I think that it's simple fixes that they're hoping to see the players make, and see what kind of game the second half becomes.
And as a coach, this. There's a little bit of you that obviously you don't want this result, right? But at the same time, there's a little bit of you that's like, good.
I
got something now that we can work on. I've got that fodder, so to speak, in my ammunition. That hey, this is why we're going to work as hard as we're going to work here.
Even if you come back and win this game or tie it 2-2 or whatever, you're gonna come every time they make a mistake, you're going to fall back to things like this. Or every big game, every time you play a team that has a stud forward, you're going to remind them that that guy can probably score goals. You might want to watch him.
It doesn't matter what the result is from here on out. We have something to work on.
Oh, and there it is. Look at that.
That's a great response.
Again, and that's again. Then we talked about that. They're dangerous on set pieces. In the first half, they weren't dangerous enough, and they weren't doing the right thing defensively. But I mean, minute and a half into the second half, ball to the far post, and Madrigal just goes and wins it. And again, it's the simple stuff, right? Go win the ball offensively and defensively. And
the biggest message I got at halftime was realize how good you are.
Yeah.
Play to your potential, and good things are going to happen.
Yep.
And like you said, we didn't have a lot of experience out here in the spring, but we should now. But at the same time, there was a little bit of hey, we're not really playing for much this spring. We're just trying to get better. And it doesn't mean much, but you know what? It means a lot right now.
Yep.
I mean, you win this game, and when you go to that sectional seating meeting, it means something.
Yep. And again, you still have kids that are going to get better throughout the season, and to have a half like that, and then to come out and respond like that, it's a good sign.
Huge.
They didn't get yelled at and come out and pout. They came out. They got talked to.
No, and I think
but they came out with an energy and kind of they went and found the ball, and the first time they had the chance, they went and scored a goal.
Well, and I think the thing that you get from watching them at halftime is did Coach Baird get on them? Yeah, rightfully so. Did they deserve it? Yes, they did. But you know what I saw? I saw eye contact. I saw men that wanted to be coached, and they took the coaching and they're going with it now. So. It's all about how you, and we say this all the time, how do you respond to adversity?
Yep.
How do you respond to it?
Yep.
Are you going to come out and stand up to it? Or are you going to, pack up your tents and get out?
Yep.
And I think right now we've responded well, but, we still have another 37 minutes to respond. So it's not one response, but it's response after response after response for our guys tonight.
And now we're going to see probably some adjustments from QND too. And, I don't know if they were, planning on changing up what they had done, sitting back a little bit more or whatever. But
I don't get the feeling that's their style.
I agree. I think they're going to keep coming and keep looking for counters. Anytime 11 gets his foot on the ball, it's danger.
Will
could score a goal. So
over your head. Keep dropping.
And I think Notre Dame staff right now, they're challenging our guys to step up and play, and you know, you don't have that type of challenge in practice every day.
Nope.
You know, I mean, you do to an extent, but
yeah,
but when you're in the game and now they're saying, hey man, you got to go get that ball and you got to be a man, you can't lose it. You know, there's some, you got to do it. You know, you got to follow through. You know, you man of your word, you man of your effort here.
Yeah, and you, like I said, training is so different, and things that happen in training that, you know, probably you're not going to see. Ooh, dangerous run.
Yeah.
Probably you're not going to see in games. And, you know, I'm sure that there are moments in practice where Coach Bear gets on him and then Gutzweiler takes the ball and beats like 5 kids and hits a shot.
Right.
And that's probably not going to happen in a big game. So, you know, and that's the thing is that last spring a lot of these guys were newer, but they were still challenged, and now they're going to be expected to really step up to challenges, and that's Gutzweiler and a kid like McIntyre. And even though Madrigal wasn't here in the spring, they're going to expect him to do the same, and the backs the same, you know. And like you said, if you get used to folding under adversity every time you're down 2-0, you know,
it's going to be a long year.
Really
I've always, I mean, I tell you what, I mean, I hated being down. You know, I hated it as a coach. I hated being behind. I hated chasing the game. But at times I relish being down by 2. I've always said it. 2-goal lead is the worst lead in soccer because it's mentally draining upon you when you give up 1. Now you say, oh, man, I felt like we were comfortable. Now I'm not comfortable at all. You know, and I think that's why, I mean, sometimes you'll get some people, you'll hear the rumblings, you know, from the fans and the parents sometimes when, you know, it's a 2-0 game and you're controlling the whole game, and you don't want to start bringing in every sub in the world because you just never feel comfortable.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Until you go 3-4 up.
Yep.
So, and I think now you got a whole different ball game right here.
Big ball up top. Here comes Anderson running on. Good header by Dawson back to Bear.
Really smart, really well played there. You know, I mean, the one thing that I will say this, that we did not see them bang balls out like that in the first half when they were up 2-0. You know.
Nice ball up top.
Offsides. He came from an offsides position there. You know, he's got to get out. But, you know, at the same time, QND did a nice job of pushing our guys out and getting them offsides.
Yep. Big ball up to Anderson. Kind of shoulders it down.
Everything he does is smooth.
Yeah, it just looks
the ball down like, there you go.
Yeah. He even looks smooth when he does his dance move after he scores his goals.
I couldn't do that. I'd probably break my ankle.
He'd slip.
That's better by Notre Dame. There's a little 1 and 2 touch. Zamora, man.
Oh,
Zamora this is where he's so dangerous now.
Dangerous.
We get some service here, get some guys in with him.
Great
Good
ball. Into nice job.
Great ball. What a play out there.
I don't know if the keeper got a finger on that,
I think
but man,
he got a little touch on it. I really do.
And
then we're going to take a PK right there. Beautiful.
Good job by Gutzweiler. Again, that's a tough position for a defender. I mean, I'm sure QND's coaches.
Yeah, and I think the
not happy there.
PND staff's really doing a nice job of letting Enrique know that he did a nice job, because that does not happen unless he splits those 2 defenders and gets good service there. So
when we talked about that, right? Like, if he had lost that ball, they'd be telling him he should have got off his ball faster or off his foot faster. But that's his game a little bit.
Danged if you do, danged if you don't. But hey, man, just do it.
Well, right? I think if that happens in their final third or even on their half, you know. They're okay with it. If it happens on their defensive half, they're probably not going to be as okay with it. So, you know, he does have that ability to kind of beat guys down the line. Here goes Guts. Nice
well placed. Excellent job.
And there it is.
Hey, we're equalized here.
With 32 minutes to go. Just under 33. So 32:53 to go, and 2-2 game. And I mean, geez. Pure Notre Dame comes out in the first 7 minutes of this half, and they've looked a lot better, and they've capitalized on a couple situations that, you know, to get goals. And we're going to have a sub in here, and Mattarelli back in, freshman getting some more minutes. And again, now Pure Notre Dame has to continue, right? Like, you can't be okay just, oh, we tied it up. Let's kind of sit back a little bit on our laurels. We got to keep attacking, and, you know, QND's game a little bit better here, and they're going to obviously keep looking for number 11. And
you know, I think the things that have boded well for us is that we are playing quick, we're playing the feet, we're switching the point of attack, and taking the space when we have space.
Yep.
You know?
Nice job there by Joel.
A little too much
Yep.
there. Now we've given
now
it away.
it's dangerous.
That's just bad
Right
news
over
here.
the top. Good job by Dawson.
Really a well-weighted ball by QND,
great
too,
ball.
not to give it to the keeper and to give him a chance to. Yes, good play there. Well done.
Yeah, and that ball by number 17 by them. He's a sophomore. I remember last spring when he was a freshman, he made a run from midfield and scored a goal on us, and it was like their 4th or 5th goal of the game that night. But you could tell right away, just the way that he made that run, that he was going to be a special player for them, and he getting to play with Anderson for the next 2 years. I mean, they're going to be a ton offensively. Madrigal loses
too much by Madrigal there. The last 2 touches
Here he
he's had.
comes.
He's going to have to play a little quicker.
Great
here.
job by Dawson. He's got the simple pass
Nice,
to
well
Anderson.
done.
Nice job. Lots of space there for Scotty Anderson, and you know, he's usually gonna do a little bit better with that ball. So it's just came off his foot the wrong way.
Unfortunately for Scotty, his sisters are probably watching at home, and he'll probably get a call tonight on that one.
Like I said, he's gonna probably do more good than that bad ball. So they'll.
And the thing I like about Anderson is he's a mentally tough kid. You know, he's going to just clear the mechanism and come right back and do what he needs to do there.
In trouble here.
Little
Tanner
bit too much
Anderson
space.
running around. Great read. Oh, unfortunate. That's probably not a card. He's got a defender right behind him. I don't know. That probably a foul. Just unfortunate. I don't think it's a card. He's got his defender coming right behind him there to fill in. I mean. If there's no defender within 10 yards there, that's maybe a card. But, you know, Dawson was right there, actually cleaned up the play as the foul happened. So it kind of just, you know, again, they kind of just got mixed in with each other there, and it's unfortunate for pure Notre Dame.
Yeah. I felt like we probably need to do a better job of communicating our back line. All 3 of those guys peeled off right away, and somebody should have stepped to the ball and just not let him turn, and then we don't even get into that situation.
Oh, geez, that took a great bounce for QND. Wow. Good job by Madrigal to clear it, and Scotty Anderson clears it up forward.
See if we can't get ourselves organized here.
I would keep my eye on 11.
Ouch.
They find 17.
Just keep him in front, guys. Just keep him in front.
Oh, nice run.
There we go.
It's going to be out for a goal kick.
Goal kick.
And
Gutzweiler coming back in after the card. We're at the 30-minute mark, so 50 minutes have been played. We got 30 minutes left, and it's a 2-2 game. So first half, QND had 2 goals. This half early, Peoria Notre Dame with 2 goals. We'll play the last half hour, starting off with a tie.
I'm definitely not going to see the last 2 goals tonight, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so, no. Somebody's going to get something here. And, you know, honestly, you know, Quincy Notre Dame is they played too direct for it to end 2-2.
Looks like
one way or another.
Bring Dylan up here to knock a ball in the mix here and see if we can't get on the end of it.
Yeah, and interesting, their center backs are staying, so they're not putting all the big boys into the box. But let's see what he can do here. Just like to see a goalkeeper float this into the box and just give time for people to run under it. And
just so they can't shoot from 40 yards. So drop.
they're going to have to be careful here with. There's a nice ball in. About the PK. It drops to Madrigal. Oh, he had more time in there than he knew what to do with.
Almost too much.
He could have juggled that one time and given himself a volley. That fell to his foot. I don't think he was expecting that to fall so easily. And you know, good play though by the QND guy just to kind of get in the way there. And going to be a big throw in here for Madrigal. Plays it into Gutzweiler, flicks it on. Good win there. Anderson flicks it over kind of to himself.
Boy, they got some numbers coming.
And now we got some time. Good clearance. Liebert.
I think we're a little slow with our forwards right now
Yeah.
to come back and try to help win
Yep.
those balls. You know, they've got to come back in and get those, and then peel the balls back, and then they can run forward then. But they've got to
Yep.
work a little harder, I think, right now. I'll call you out a little bit.
You know, and we honestly we saw that a little bit in the first half. With the first 10 minutes, we were
Unlucky
kind of
here.
on them, and then I think maybe our forwards just, they got a little bit tired. And we did substitute a little bit and get some fresh legs in there and stuff, but.
Hey, there's no possession and it hits you. That's a drop ball.
I think there's a foul on 6, kind of went through a guy after the
Yep.
after the play.
I don't think the coach was understanding that, but now
That's probably
he's
a
going to give
foul.
him one back.
See the ball. See the ball.
Again, this is where QND is going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Look, they're going to send everybody in here. 20 and 25. Hankins and Zanger, 2 seniors, the 2 center backs, man, they're just big bodies, and they get up into that box and they kind of understand how to throw their weight around a little bit.
6'3", 6'1".
Yeah, and they look bigger. Look bigger than that. Big ball in. They found his head.
Good
Nice
job.
win by Dawson.
Got to get it out. Second ball. Got to have the second
Yep,
ball. That's where
there
we
it
really
is.
lacked here lately.
Big clearance. Yeah, get a throw in.
Good job, Tommy. Turn it face. Turn it face. Organize. Let's go. Find the midfield. Come on, Henry.
Oh,
Now we got to get the ball this way.
Playing,
Got to
yeah.
get the ball this way.
Anderson's open here on the right back. Just keep swinging it. Good run there. Good space.
Up, guys. Up, guys. Somebody's got to be. On you.
Oh, good touch.
QED just does a nice job just pinning it to one side. I mean, I
Yep.
know I've said that 2 or 3 times, but I'm
Yeah,
really
just like
impressed.
that.
I'm really impressed
Yep.
how they do that, and then they get it. They get a turnover anyway. Well
Nice
done.
hit.
Nice
Nice
shot.
save.
Well parried there by Baird. Knock it down.
Yeah, you know what? They're more than willing to concede.
Boy. Danger here, Will
Yeah.
Robinson.
They're more than willing to concede like 40 passes in a 10-yard box, because on the 41st one they'll jump it and they'll turn you over and go, and that's kind of how they're playing a little bit. And
PND does the right thing. They're playing the ball out of bounds so that their guy can get looked at. QND will give the ball back to us, or should give the ball back to us here.
Now Bob's staying on. Bob's playing attacking. Ben's coming off. Bob's playing attacking. Ben's coming off. You on that free kick. You got it.
these next, I know probably in 5 minutes they'll get a team break, but these last 25 minutes will be interesting. Again, it's early, it's hot, but it's also a little, going to be a early season gut check. Everybody's going to be kind of tired that last 5-10 minutes, and get the a guy like number 11 for QND. He'll kind of look tired every once in a while, but I don't think he is.
Yeah,
I
don't think he's come out.
No, and I don't think they're planning on taking him out. So a guy like that, he gets the ball in his foot. He's going to go no matter what, and that's probably part of why he's a successful soccer player, because he's got that mentality of, don't take me out of the game.
QND doing a nice job of giving the ball back to PND.
And just a big ball up by Dawson. We get clearance.
Back into play.
We're rolling. Good win by Jack Ray, but nobody running onto it. And Gutzweiler comes back with it.
Come on, Nev. Come on, Nev. Get in front of it. Turn.
Nice
Nice
ball.
switch. Nice
Outside
point of
back.
attack switch here.
Good,
nice
good recovery
there by Magical.
Yeah, really
to
good
come
job.
back.
No, I don't know if you guys can hear Coach Driscoll's quiet voice on the broadcast, but he's saying what everybody knows, right? Like, when number 11 comes back into the midfield, you can't just let him run by you because he's by far the most dangerous player on the field. And when he comes back in the midfield and you just let him run by you, that's when bad things are going to happen. And, I don't know which midfielder it was, but he checked back into the midfield and played a ball out wide, and then he just made a run, and they kind of lost track of him and got a little bit lucky that they weren't able to find him again. Good hustle by Bonham. Right back to Tanner Anderson, looking to get his right foot on one. He beats 2 or 3 guys. Great hustle by Max Mattarelli, Will's brother, I think. Good hustle by him, though, just staying with the ball. Going to be another dangerous position here for the Irish. QND's 2 goals have come off of corner kick situations. They have another one here. Usually they'll play a left-footed in-swinger from this side.
Wind working to their favor, blowing
Yep.
right out of the south tonight, too.
And they got the 6-yard box crowded. They got number 11 going to go to the far post, would be my uneducated guess. This time they go right into it, and it's a goal. Yeah, so I was wrong. But they go near post there, and Bear tried to come out to get a hand on it, and they were it looked like they were able just to kind of get a quick little poke on it. Not sure if that was one of the guys that was sitting inside the 6 or if it was a guy that came from the outside. Again, have to watch that back, but third goal for them, and third time coming off of a corner kick situation, and that time was a little different. They kind of faked 11 going to the far post, faked me out, and then they sent another guy, I think, kind of to the near post 6 there, and just got a poke on it.
Yeah.
Looked like Bear had a good read on it. Probably expecting the far post ball, but he had a good read on it, just wasn't able to get out there in time to get a hand on it.
I was literally just about to say we really need to kind of weather the storm here.
Yep.
And because I felt like the momentum had changed a little bit. We needed to kind of get our second wind. We have extended a lot of energy to try to get those equalizing goals, and part of it is just at the same time you've got to be able to kind of keep that going,
Yep.
that momentum going, and we just haven't been able to kind of do that.
Yep. And
we'll see how we respond to this.
Yeah,
right?
again, another situation that you're going to have to learn. Give up a goal, go behind with 25 to go, and you got to figure it out. It kind of sounded like in that situation, the guys on the field, the pure Notre Dame players on the field, thought it might have been an own goal. So I don't really know.
Yeah.
We couldn't really see. Like I said, I couldn't see if it was a guy running into it or what it was. But the pure Notre Dame players thought it was an own goal. So very well could have bounced off one of our own guys. And again, more times than not, a team like QND, a team like St. Viator, they always have good set piece plays. They always have kind of creative ways to get their guys involved on the set pieces. And
nice ball.
A great ball. So you're seeing that early in the season, the first game, and now you're going to have to make adjustments to it, and that's, again, it can be a key point of emphasis, I think, for the next couple months for the Irish one way or another. Madrigal making a run at it, trying to get it to his left foot. Clearance out here. Scott Anderson's going to try to keep it alive. Gets it to McIntyre.
Nice little
Gutzweiler loves that
there.
little outside touch.
It's almost like we're able to hold on to the ball a little bit more, and we keep the ball more central in the pitch. But I think it's because they really want to try to pin you to one side.
Yep, absolutely.
And we've been a little bit more successful when the balls kind of come up the middle, and
And like I said, they're always going to be ready to jump that next pass.
Yeah.
So the more you pass it, the more opportunities they have to jump it, and it's just kind of the way that they play. Danger here.
Bad ball.
Graham trying to recover. One-on-one. Good recovery by Graham. Got to move his feet here. Nice. Big save by Bear. Really nice job. That's a tough one. You're shuffling to your left and got to come back to your right.
Yep.
And again, that's the QND kid. I think that was number 10. He made the right play. Kick it back to where the goalie came from. Bear did a nice job getting a right hand on it. But again, that's where QND is dangerous. And part 2 of where they're dangerous is here. Is 11 goes to the far post. Everybody else goes inside the 6.
If that ball's 8 inches lower, it's a big
Yep.
problem.
Yeah.
Big
yeah.
problem.
Absolutely.
And here we go. We got the
Yep. You got. And again, this is where.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right,
Exactly. Good win by
good win
Dawson.
there.
You know, and again, I think. I'd have to watch this back, and you know a lot more about this. You were a goalie, but at some point, the goalie's got to be able to move freely in there when the guys are in there. And I know early in the game he went and said something. I don't know if he was saying it to the QND kids or to the Notre Dame goalie, but at some point, they put number 25 right on the goalie, kind of right. They front him.
As a goalkeeper, that's your area.
You got to be able to move.
You got to move people out of the way.
Yep.
I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, 99.9% of the time that goalkeeper's not gonna get a whistle.
Yeah, right. And you got to kind of
for going to try to get the ball. So, we've got to do a better job of just that's your area. You own it. You have the right to go get the ball, and go get it.
And 25 is the biggest kid on the field, and I think every time he complains that it's a foul, every time he's in there. So it's kind of, hey, you would hate to see that call, right?
Yeah.
And that's where, as a goalie, it's tricky because you're thinking, man, I don't want to get called for a foul here.
Yeah.
But
well,
at
you
the
have a
same
right
time,
but you have
go,
a right to go
go
get
and
the
do
ball,
it, go and get it. And
technically, they're supposed to once they get into their spot, they're supposed to hold that spot unless they're going to win the ball.
Yep.
They can't impede him at all.
Right.
And he's got to go win the ball and man up and go win it.
Yep. And that's where it's and those balls. I mean, the balls tonight have been. I think they're going far post, and they're going big on him. That's tricky. And then they came back and went to the near post. So.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. That what they do is what I did with my teams.
Yeah.
With the girls, I put them in the box. I put them in the 6. We made it chaotic. We held our spots. We wanted anything that was going to the post, let us redirect it right past those guys those girls on the post. And I learned that from watching the women's national team when they were really, really good.
And like you said, it's especially when you got a guy as big as 25 and he's fronting the goalie, and you just make it hard for a goalie to even move, and if he does move, he's got to bang into people to go and win the ball, and especially at the high school level, don't complicate it. Just big ball to that far post, and the goalie's got to weave in and out of people to even go try to find it, and then. I think we're coming back out here with a QND throw-in. I'm not positive, but
deep throw here for QND.
About 20 minutes to go, just under 1958, 3-2 lead for QND. And they're probably going to put some numbers up into the 6 here on this throw-in as well. And sure what we're waiting on. He blows the whistle back into play. Looks like, try to get him to bite into that. Good job by Madrigal kind of staying home there. And good touch. Coming back through to it. Nice ball.
That's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah. That's again, that's number 10, Jake Hoyt. And number 10 and number 12, Hoyt and Frericks. They're not number 11, but they do a great job of their roles on this team. They hustle, they work hard, they're good big bodies. They make things difficult. They know how to find his feet, and then they play well off of him when he has the ball. And good job by Enrique there. Great defense. Gonna give him another deep throw.
Enrique's sneaky, just sneaky good.
Yeah.
Knows how to get in, knows how to win the ball with his feet.
Setting up another big
throw
throw
here.
here. Let's see what they do.
they're
Looks
going
like
big.
20 check
short
in
to
2.
we'll
And
take a goal
Gutzweiler
kick.
earns a goal kick. Yeah, interesting there. And again, I think you know, Greg Reese, the head coach at QND, does a great job when he's got a player like Anderson. That he 95% of the time he's using him. The other 5% he uses him as a great decoy.
Yeah.
And it's you know, and you're always watching for him to get the ball. And I think the one time that you're thinking he's getting it, they'll go somewhere else. Kind of like on that last goal where they went near post and, you know.
Really, QND's done a pretty nice job of kind of dummying us to try to play those
Yep.
balls deep out of the
Yep.
back, and they're just winning balls in front of our forwards.
Gonna be another corner kick here.
It's hard pressed for Notre Dame really to
Yeah.
get the ball out and get it to the
Yeah.
the other side of the field right now. There's, you know, about 17 minutes to go in the game.
You know, honestly, after we got our second goal, we haven't really had. I don't remember too many opportunities that we had down in our offensive third, or even our offensive half, and we just given them a lot of corner kicks, deep throw-ins, you know, things that they're good at and dangerous with. And this one goes to the far post and over everybody.
Bob, left. Bob, here.
Yeah, Coach Bear must be listening to us. He's trying to get them to play the ball over the top and get some, at least some footprints down in the defensive half for QND. Something going on down there. Big goal kick here by Bear.
A shove right there, but I think.
And yeah, we'll get some people going here. So might want to get. Yeah, Bear's going to come up and take this, and again, give your guys a little chance here to breathe, and you're going to get the ball into their half, and why are you moving? Linesman took about 8 steps back to make sure that they big ball into the box. And again, Notre Dame doesn't put their biggest guys up in there, but they've still got some size. He finds McIntyre. Got to be ready for a big clearance here. Yeah, I was going to say, good job there, kind of not letting them get a clean clearance. And
we just can't seem to win a ball.
Nope.
You know, like when they do clear, they're clearing to their feet.
Yep. You know, not only that, but a nice job there by Mattarelli to win the ball to start, and then gets turned over again by Anderson. This one's going to go out, but you know, it's not just that they're winning the ball; it's that their main guys go and win the ball.
Yeah.
So you know who they're trying to get the ball to. You know their guy's going to get it.
Well, and the reason he wins the ball is because he works really, really hard to get into those passing lanes.
Yep.
You know, it's not just luck.
Yeah, so it's not
They're
just
not just banging balls
Yep.
and it's just happening to come to him. They're banging balls to him because he's
Yep.
moving into those passing lanes.
Yep, and you know, he's doing the work, and that's, like we said, that's probably why he's pretty successful.
Yep.
Drop in. Henry deeper. Henry Riley
Again,
deeper.
big punt here. He's going to set it down. Got to have a big clearance. Get down in their half. Got to win this ball. Good job by Gutzweiler. Nice touch there by Sticklemeyer. Yep, got a clearance.
And they just pin you.
Yep.
You know, you've got to look to go the other way because there's space and there's even numbers and almost numbers up if we get in the right way.
Going to be another throw in. And QND guy's down with a, looks like he ankle got stepped on or something, but 14 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the game. Quincy Notre Dame leads Peoria Notre Dame 3-2. All 3 goals coming off of corner kicks for Quincy, and Peoria Notre Dame's got a goal off of I believe it was a set piece, And then a second goal off of a penalty kick. So lots of free kick, set play goals tonight. Kind of been the difference. And Dylan Stickemeyer running onto one here. Doesn't get clear, or doesn't get to in. Good job by Scott Anderson keeping it in. McIntyre had the right idea, right? He's going to switch the field, just wasn't quick enough. Now here comes QND, dangerous with their speed. Nice play there, going to play it across, it deflects. Good job by Bear, kind of getting in the way. Yeah. QND coaches probably going to get a card here. Looking for a handball there in the box. It happened too quick. I think I didn't see it, but.
Subs coming in here for both teams.
Lost in all of that little fray there was a good recovery by Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Bear did a good job of coming out and being big
really
and got
nice
his body in the way.
Exactly, being big, getting his arms under.
He had cover behind him and kind of got lost because everybody was yelling about the possible handball. But that could have been really dangerous. It was a great run by 17, Leo Can, getting in behind. And, again, another one of their guys that just plays so well off of number 11. They know what runs to make, and they got speed. And
I laugh a little bit now because 11 has like tossed the ball away a couple times. Like, okay, whatever, that's gamesmanship. That time when he saw that there was already a ball in play, so he kicked it out there, and it's like, that's pretty slick. That's pretty slick.
I think he's played some high level.
He's been there before. Yeah, that's pretty slick. Oh, you got a ball in play? Here, let me get this for you and put it out there for you. Oh, there's 2 balls in play? We got well, there's 10 seconds.
Job over there, Max Mattarelli, freshman, getting a lot of time in there at the left back, doing a really good job. Didn't really look like nobody knew whose throwing that should have been.
QND does the right thing, grab it and throw it in.
Yeah, absolutely. The linesman doesn't have his flag up, it's yours, right?
Yep.
And they're gonna keep their guys back here. 25 and 20, they're 2 big center backs wanting to go up there on this throw-in, and coach said no, stay back. Good job there by Graham. Stickemeyer's looking to get clearance. Yeah, they want to get a touch on their offensive side of the field. They want to get something productive going on up there, and unable to so far the last 20 minutes really.
We're disconnected, from our forwards to our mids and our backs, but we're under pressure so much.
Yep.
We're under duress, and it's hard to get the ball to them when it's when you're
Nice
playing.
ball.
Wow.
Jeez, that didn't miss by much.
Nope.
Really nice
It's hard
ball.
for us to connect with those guys when we're constantly playing, 80, 90 yards away from the
Yep.
goal.
And again, it's I think that there's going to be a lot of things that Coach Bear, Coach Driscoll going to want to fix about this game, especially that first half and then the last 20 minutes here. But also give credit where credit's due. Quincy Notre Dame's really good. I mean, they're 1A, I think, this year. I can't imagine there's a lot of 1A schools that are going to be able to keep up with this pace and pressure. And I mean, they do have the star, and I can't imagine there being a better player in 1A soccer.
No.
But they also have some guys that play off of him well. They got good size in the back. That seniors, older guys, they kind of understand how to play. And
Well, they all understand their roles.
Yep, absolutely.
And everybody's willing to work hard. They get in behind the ball. I mean, here, once again, he gets the ball because he shows for it. He gets the ball in front of our backs, and then they're able to just break free here.
Oh,
Another
nice.
big save by Bear.
Really big save. Good job by Graham, just running with him, right? He didn't have the foot speed to really make a play on it, but he ran with him, stayed with him. And then he gets a clean shot off, and good job by Bear. Again, just being big.
Yeah.
Dylan's got a big body. He's really learned, I think, the last couple of years how to act big. You come out hard, and just use your size, and you're going to make some plays. Other dangerous ball in there. Just can't get a clearance. They're clearing the ball, but it's only going 20 yards right to a QND guy.
Good tackle there.
Great hustle by Bonham.
The QND's strong. They just stays on his feet.
Yep.
Keeps the ball, keeps possession. QND's going to kill a little bit of the game here if they can, you know. Seems like just a minute ago we were talking there was 20 minutes left to go, and now we're under 10.
Yeah, and you know, it's again, like we said, when Pure Notre Dame got their second goal, we kind of said, hey, they can't sit back on this. They got to keep attacking. And since that time, I don't remember too many chances that they've gotten down going on their offensive end. And Gutzweiler back in, Lucas LaHood back in for Notre Dame.
Leo, get out of there! Leo, get out! Put it in!
Nice run.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right through his hands, out for a corner.
Probably the last thing we want to see right now is another corner.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they have out-cornered us by 8?
Yeah.
9, maybe?
And in the last 20 minutes, it's been probably 5, 6, 7 to 0. Again, big numbers in the box. Big ball to the far post. Good win there.
By Notre Dame.
Looked like either Dawson or Liebert on the far post winning that ball. Going to go out for a throw-in. They're going to probably keep their numbers in, and they're going to milk some more clock. We'll take this one here in about 20, 30 seconds. Looking for a big flick. Good job by Liebert staying with that.
We got to get out. We got to get out.
Get your numbers up. Find number 11. Yeah, they're looking for him. He's there. Big header. Right to the goalie, though. 7.5 minutes to go. 3-2, Quincy Notre Dame leads. And again, Pure Notre Dame needs to get their numbers up, get something going in their offensive half here. Big punt. Ray running onto it. Big clearance there by Zanger. Anderson keeps it alive for the Irish. Nice touch. Finds Madrigal down the right flank. He's coming at him with speed. Gets a touch around to Ray. And probably would have liked to see that develop a little bit faster, but if anything, they get a corner kick that they've not had in a long time.
I'd like to see us get on the end of one here.
Maybe just
equalize this.
Yeah, exactly. Just settle for 5, 10 extra seconds. Get your guys up in the box. Let them think about what they're going to do here. This could be, you haven't had a good chance in 20 minutes. This could be one of your last ones. Nice ball to the far post. Ooh, good. Dawson was there. Great win there by Zanger.
Man, we just got
now we got counter. Madrigal unable to get to the ball. Anderson plays it across. Bear coming out. Nice touch around, and that's all right.
He's going to get him on that one.
No, I don't. A straight red card. I don't know if he even really got him. I mean, I don't. Again, goalie's coming out on that one. He's coming out hard. The kid jumps over him. Even if he kind of flicks his heel, I don't know if a red card is acceptable. And again, that's, great job by Bear coming out on that to meet him there at about the PK, almost to the 18. And again, not much that they were going to do. It's definitely a PK, definitely a foul. Give him a yellow card. Red card, I don't know. This isn't the World Cup. This isn't a World Cup game 3-2 that, they're doing that to, this is a situation that you just, kind of got caught there, and good play by the keeper. And now, the goalie comes out. They got to take a player off, so they'll play a man down the rest of the game. And again, it's be 11 v 10 here. Penalty kick here for Quincy Notre Dame. Looks like Tanner Anderson's going to take it. And Brecken Cady comes in for a goalie for Notre Dame. And
tough spot here.
Yeah, he hasn't had a touch all night, and first one's against a PK, and nice finish right down the middle. And again, it's definitely a penalty kick, definitely a yellow card, I would probably say. To give a red card in that situation in a high school game, you know, especially when, you know, he's got some help coming in there behind him. I don't know if you know, you're going to see that too often. And now the coach gets a yellow card. Not even arguing with the center official, just arguing with the side official. It's been very interesting refereeing here. Now it looks like
we're going to have to remove some.
He's going to talk to the crowd.
Somebody's being asked to leave.
But he's not really. Can't really tell who he is.
I don't know who he's looking at, because he's looking at, those are the QND fans that he's
Yeah, I don't think he
at.
wants to kick one of them out. I don't know. Can't imagine QND fans yelling about that call too much.
He's telling a QND
he's going straight to a
fan
QND fan.
I don't think that's
I don't think they're arguing with him. They're probably extremely happy. And we're finally back to some action here.
We go.
4-2. Quincy Notre Dame leads. We got about 6 minutes to go here in the game. And again, Notre Dame playing down a man. Goalkeeper got a red card there. Coming out on a breakaway, resulting in a red card, penalty kick, and a goal.
Well, you know, and we look at the PK, we look at the red card, and you know what. One thing that I'll take away from that is they just outworked us.
Absolutely.
That ball.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like we had a corner kick, and the ball popped out, and it was just a sprint to the ball, and who wanted it more, and their guy wanted it more.
You know, and that's every game, right? But especially in a game like this, where I think it was number 12 for Quincy Notre Dame came running out. He won the ball, and then played it to number 11. They're 2v2, and then both of them have some speed. 11 plays the ball in behind. Now he's 1v1 with the goalie. And, you know, the center backs hustled. They covered. They got there when the goalie came out. But, you know, you can't put your goalie in a situation like that because of lack of hustle.
Lack of effort, you know, and we just didn't keep it locked in when we had a chance to keep it locked in.
And good clearance there by Anderson.
Oh, boy.
That one's over and hit my truck, so that's not good.
That's not good.
I'll give Mike Bear the bill for that one. And ball over the top. Oh, Jack Ray tries to settle it. Liebert steps onto it.
The old knee ball.
Yeah.
Coach Nash used to say, don't use your knee. Too much there. A lot of bodies around you.
Trying to make something happen, you know, trying to get going a little bit. McIntyre, same thing there. Just might have had a little bit more time. Again, there's 4 minutes left. You know, understand that you're trying to have some urgency, but you don't got to panic.
Hey, one's got to run.
Big ball forward. Flick on there. Looks like
look at
Hoyt's
the
running onto it.
Look at the pace of the QND kids. I mean, still with 3.5 minutes to go, roughly, looking to try to still capitalize on balls that are getting played forward.
Yeah, and I think Quincy Notre Dame took Tanner Anderson out. I think.
Yeah,
only because I haven't said his name recently.
No, he came off after.
Yeah.
the goal.
Okay. Going to be a free kick here. 3 minutes to go.
got 3 of you back there. Be aggressive.
Good win there. Again, it's number 20, Quentin Hankins of Quincy Notre Dame. He and Logan Zanger have done a great job, center backs, not only defensively, but coming up on their set pieces and just disrupting everything that Peoria Notre Dame's tried to do. Just a really good job. How's he? I don't know how he was offsides with the guy back here, but he called it.
Yeah, he got him coming. He was off from offside position. Just slow getting out.
Yep.
About 2.5 to go here.
Oh, nice ball across there.
The amount of pressure that they still put on in there. Here we are in the 78th minute.
Yep.
And they're still putting pressure on everything. They have not sat back. We talked about that before if we thought they would sit back in at all. They have not. They have played their style. They have played with high pressure all over the field. They've run balls down. They've defended. They've got people behind the ball.
Oh, nice ball down the line. See if Madrigal can run onto it. He's not able to. Yeah, Quincy Notre Dame throwing. They're going to sub. Clock stopped by the referee, but...
Who does Notre Dame have next, do you know?
They play Normal West on Wednesday, I think is their only other game this week. So, two good games to start it off and be a big opening conference game. Oh,
nice ball.
Nice hit by Gutzweiler. Kind of lost in the midst of all of this, down a man and all that. Peoria Notre Dame's done some adjusting, and they now got Gutzweiler kind of running up high a little bit. And, again, sometimes that he's going to have to be that guy for them where he, he goes up there and plays a different role instead of creating for somebody else. He's got to go and he's got to be the guy that goes and scores goals for him. And games that they get behind or games that they feel like they're just going to need a little bit more offensive firepower, he's going to have to go up there and do that. And I think he's more than capable. And good job by Anderson there, and good run by Liebert. Looking to switch. Plays it back to Anderson. Anderson finds Dawson, but big ball across, looking for Gutzweiler on this one. And good win there by QND. And Liebert unable to control it. And it's going to be a big clearance there by Hankins. Coming back down into Katie's box, 40 seconds to go. And again, looks like Quincy Notre Dame's going to win this one. Opening night of the year for both teams. 25 seconds to go. So Quincy Notre Dame will start off the year 1-0. Peoria Notre Dame, an unfamiliar spot, be 0-1. But again, both of these teams, Quincy Notre Dame in 1A and Peoria Notre Dame in 2A, I think you'll be seeing a lot more of them as the season goes on, and you'll be seeing them
like we said
in the postseason.
They're going to have to. Everybody's going to learn from this. QND's going to take some things away from it and what they did well, and we've got to take some things away of what we didn't do well and how we can overcome that and move on from there. So.
Yep. Yeah, good opening night, I thought, for just a beautiful night of soccer, and really two really good teams, a good competitive game. And I think we'll be back with you guys on Wednesday. It'll be Peoria Notre Dame Irish opening up their Big 12 conference play against, I believe it's Normal West. Don't quote me on that because I don't want to get in trouble, but it'll be a good one of the
good matchup there.
Well, yeah, I was going to say one of the perennial big matchups in the Big 12 conference, and obviously Notre Dame will be looking to make up for some mistakes tonight, I think.
All right. Well, we're signing off.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys down the road here this fall.